And he walks to where he hears the cry. And he opens a closet and he sees that it's a talus that's crying. And the man says to the talus, "Talusel, talusel, was weinst? Why are you crying?" And the talus says, "The people in the house, they went on vacation and they took everything. They took their clothes, they took their furniture, they took their food, but they just left me here all alone." And the man said to the talus, "Talusel, talusel, weinit. There's going to come a time when this man is going to take a long trip and you're the only one he's going to take along. Because a man is buried in his talus." And when I said the word talus, he started crying. And I felt so bad because I realized that as sick as he was, his mind understood that pretty soon he was going to take a long trip in that talus. And the Gemara says in Shabbos that when a person gives a hesped, the person from whom the hesped is being given, Hasam Keimna, he's standing there. So if Rav Shalom is here and his neshama is here, I asked him for the pain that I caused him when I reminded him of that story of the talus. But through all that pain, it showed me that as sick as he was, he understood that life is limited and that we all don't live forever. And that great lesson of the talus is a lesson that all of us have to learn. We're only here for a certain amount of time, some shorter, some longer, but nobody lives forever. And what we have to do with life is make the most out of it, make the most of every day. And that can only be when people are building each other and not breaking each other. So perhaps let's review all the lessons. Let's review the Agra, the Hespeda, the Luye. Let's see what we have drawn tonight from this great person, and then we'll end with a great thought. Let's remember the tremendous Hakaras HaTorah that he had. He came back to a family that helped him in the beginning. He didn't have to come back. He could have gone to other families. He could have gone any place. But he understood what it means to have Hakaras HaTorah. That's the first lesson we have to learn. We have to learn from tonight on, especially in the 3 weeks as we prepare for Tisha B'Av, what it means to be sensitive to those that don't have the family members that are so close to them and that we're so close to them. Let's remember to refrain from machlokes. How many shalom bayis problems there are today in Nebuch and Klal Yisrael by frum people like us because of bitter and so many times unnecessary machlokes. Let's remember to take a chazal that means something to us and put it in our pocket, put it in our purse, in our wallet, and carry it with us so that it means something for us. Let's remember that beautiful expression, Peri HaMehirus, the fruit of rushing is regret, is charata. Let's be able to say those 3 words that Avshalom was able to say, I was wrong. Let's remember Ish Lefi Mahalaloi. A person is what he praises. Especially in front of children. Let's be careful about the things that we praise. Let's praise Gedolim. Let's praise mitzvahs. Let's praise chesed. Let's praise sensitivity. That's what we should be talking about in front of our children. And that'll be a reflection of what we are. And that's what he was. He praised those old tzaddikim of Yerushalayim because that's what he was all about. Let's remember that story of America. Make somebody else's problem your America. Let's remember the story with the apples and the blessings, the apples and the brachas. Let's take the gashmias that the Eibishter gave us in this world and let's elevate it to ruchnias. Let's remember that none of us are going to live forever. As sad as it is, we have to remember that story of the talusol. Nobody lives forever. We have to make the most out of life because someday will only be a memory. We have drums? So was there? Shalom lived until he was 85 years old. The word peh is begematria 85. It occurred to me that perhaps he was zeicha to live those 85 years old Because as Chazal tell us, Peh Mapik Margolios. Rav Shalom was one whose mouth dispensed pearls and wisdom. We have to learn tonight from those pearls and from that wisdom. When we go to Beis Ovel, we say a pasuk. We say part of Tehillim, and the pasuk that we say is Kiloi b'moisai yitach hakoil. A person doesn't take it all with him when he passes on. The pasuk is telling us, don't be intimidated by the rich people. A person, a wealthy man, doesn't take it with him. But there's really another shot in that expression. The Shevet Musar tells us, Kiloi b'moisai yitach hakoil. When a person passes on, his reputation stays here. A person doesn't take the reputation with him. If chas v'sholom a person was bad, that reputation remains with this world forever. And if a person is good, even when he passes on, he doesn't take his reputation, he doesn't take his teachings, because that's for all of us to learn and to grow from. Let us hope from this important kinos that we have come together for the benefit of Chizuk, that all of us will get Chizuk from the Peh Mapik Margolios, that we will get Chizuk from the great wisdom and the intelligence and those pearls that Rav Shalom gave us. May all of us grow from it. Yehi Zichroi Baruch. Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for listening.